This is ABC 7 News at 6. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for joining us. Haley is off this evening. We begin with some breaking news out of Istanbul, Turkey, where 28 people are dead and 60 are injured after explosions rocked the international airport there. Istanbul's government telling the Turkey television station that 3 suicide bombers carried out the attack. Officials had previously said 1 or 2 attackers had blown themselves up after police fired at them. World News Tonight with David Muir will have the very latest on this developing story coming up at the bottom of the hour. Here at home, a large law enforcement presence in Sarasota tonight as sheriff's deputies continue their standoff with an armed man. It's happening right now at a home on Silk Oak Drive. That's just off Weber Street in Sarasota, west of Honore Avenue. ABC 7's Ray Collins joins us live from the scene with the latest tonight. Ray?
Scott, there might be some activity now. This began, as you said, at 11:30 today when sheriff deputies attempted to serve a routine arrest warrant rather, to a drug suspect. A woman came out of the house and said he doesn't want to go back to jail and he is armed. At that point, the sheriff's office called in the SWAT team and the whole scene changed. It's been going on now since 11:30, and I was told that there has been no communication with the man inside the house since around noon. I did talk to a neighbor a few minutes ago, and she said this kind of thing just does not happen in this part of the area.
I don't even know what to say. I mean, this is unheard of. Is it on the next street over? Yeah. What?
Is this a quiet area?
Oh, yeah. I mean, no, this is very surprising, very.
So, again, there has been some activity. A forensics vehicle went behind the tape, and neighbors are also being allowed to walk back to their homes but not take their cars. It leads you to believe that something has changed since the standoff began at noon with no communication. I see a dozen members of the SWAT team walking in this direction. Again, the house is beyond here, so if there's an update to give you, we'll get right back to you. For now, live near Weber and McIntosh, I'm Ray Collins. Scott, back to you in the studio.
All right, Ray, thank you so much. In other news tonight, 2 departments in Manatee County are begging commissioners to consider funding more employees to keep up with the county's growing population. But will there be room in the county's budget? ABC 7's Adam Cellini joins us now with more on this dilemma for commissioners. Adam?
Scott, thank you. New staff salaries would come out of the county's general fund, which is almost entirely property tax revenue. So instead of raising that tax, several county officials say this is just another problem the half-cent sales tax could solve. This holiday weekend, Marine Rescue Chief Joe Westerman will use overtime to fill all 7 lifeguard stands on Coquina Beach. But on a normal weekday, more than half those stands sit empty.
It really puts a strain on the staff because instead of having 4 bodies on or 5 bodies on this beach, we actually only have 4 bodies on this beach to watch the entire mile stretch. Manatee County Marine Rescue went from 17 lifeguards to 11 during the recession. Last year, commissioners raised staff to 14, but Westerman says more are needed to split the 10-hour summer shifts. Those 3 people down limits vacations. Someone calls in sick, someone has to come in for overtime, so we have the beach covered. 2 departments recently approached commissioners with staffing concerns in the upcoming budget. Beyond the beaches, public safety is asking for more EMTs and 911 call center employees, while Public Works lists nearly 30 unfunded positions. But Commissioner Carol Whitmore says the general fund well is all but dried up.
Anything that we take out, we have to find in the budget and remove. So that's going to be the hard thing.
Whitmore says if voters approve a half-cent sales tax in November, it would keep expensive infrastructure and equipment purchases out of the general fund.
This half-cent sales tax, if it happens, and the voters will decide, would help immensely because it would free up our general budget. Manatee County relies almost entirely on property taxes, where other counties surrounding us, they don't do that.
Westerman hopes voters consider the half-cent sales tax in his terms, less empty towers. In our business as lifeguards, seconds save lives. Now, County Administrator Ed Hunziker was one of the first in the state to submit a proposed budget, which gives county commissioners some much-needed extra time to rework the money for these specific needs. Scott, back to you.
All right, Adam, thank you so much. The Sarasota Police Department continues its crackdown on human trafficking. Officers with the Street Crimes Unit handing out letters to many hotels along the North Trail with the hopes of getting their help. The letter asks the hotel owners and managers to join forces with them to tackle the enormous problem of sex trafficking. Police officers visited 20 hotels and motels on Tamiami Trail and University Parkway this morning.
We have information that some of the hotels are involved in criminal activity where they may be letting prostitutes inside of the room, renting to locals by the hour.
Officers say they'll keep fighting this human trafficking problem aggressively. They plan another follow-up with these motels and hotels again very soon. Northport is again trying to bring a hospital to the city. City commissioners voting unanimously today to create a task force to look into building the hospital. The committee would consist of doctors, surgeons, and administrators, but no date has been set on when they'll meet. Earlier this year, city officials worked with an outside consultant to put together an application to the state's Agency for Healthcare Administration, which is needed to build a facility. But after speaking to 8 different hospital groups, all declined to work with the city to build a facility there. The Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix is fast approaching, and just minutes ago, the kickoff party for the big event got underway at the Sarasota Yacht Club. ABC 7's chief meteorologist Bob Harrigan is there live tonight with more. Bob?
Scott, I got to tell you, this is a big party, always a huge event, well attended, all the proceeds helping out the Suncoast Charities for Children here up and down the coast. And these lovely girls from Hooters are all here too. This is the best looking live shot I've ever done right here. You couldn't ask for better beauty. And they're going to be selling raffle tickets, is that right? And all that going and helping out the Suncoast Charities for Children. So we appreciate you guys stopping out here, and a lot of the people will be looking forward to seeing you guys around and buying tickets, I hope, hopefully, right? How do you like this weather?
Love it. Awesome.
It's a little bit warm, isn't it? Yeah. All right, here's what's happening with our weather right now. We have a few showers. Luckily, it's not raining. Most of the activity is well inland and pushing off toward the east. There's not a lot right near the immediate coastline, so things are looking good there. A few showers near Lake Okeechobee, but that's about it. You can see down south near Marco Island some storms as well. But other than that, it is perfect out here. This is the big kickoff party for the Suncoast Powerboat Grand Prix that takes place. And we have the big fishing tournament tomorrow going on. All the captains volunteering their time and boats to take out about 60 to 70 special needs folks to go fishing. It's going to be a memorable event. Takes place at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll have more on that and this event coming up a little bit later. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
All right, we'll see you. Back to you, Scott.
All right. Thank you so much, Bob. Bob and friends. Another proposal for empty land near Payne Park. Straight ahead, why these latest development plans seem to be getting a more positive response than previous proposals for the site.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hello, I'm Rebecca Vargas.
And I'm Don Brennan. There's a new way you can reduce your risk of heart attack, and it could be found right on your dinner plate.
Tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast, we'll show you how fish can help boost your heart health. Wendy?
And our rain chances are going to stay low for just one more day, but the temperature, that's high.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Hurricane season is here, and Suncoast weather can go from this to this in seconds. So when severe weather threatens, count on the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC 7.
We're armed with the most advanced weather technology so that we can bring you storm warnings faster and with more detail than ever before.
Plus, we focus on the Suncoast and track storms right down to your neighborhood.
On air, online, and on your mobile device. Turn to the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC 7. We're here for you. Don't miss the 32nd annual Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix Festival, June 25th through July 4th. This year's festival features a kickoff party at the Sarasota Yacht Club, Boats on Main block party, 2 days of aquacross and powerboat racing off Lido Beach, bayfront fireworks, and so much more. Produced by and benefiting Suncoast Charities for Children. For festival info and VIP race day viewing tickets, visit SarasotaPowerboatGrandPrix.org. ABC 7 News at 7 weeknights.
Annual wellness visits are important for healthy living. When you schedule your yearly exam, MCR Health Services is here for you.
With over 25 healthcare centers featuring multiple services and 8 pharmacies, we are here for you. Call or click today.
You know what scares me? No electricity. Yeah. When this magical box suddenly stops working, I call the pros at Mr. Sparky and they send a superhero to save the day. How's it going, Pablo?
It's going great, Mike.
Pablo possesses amazing skill. He can perform incredible feats at blinding speed. Superhero.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Modest, too.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Just to be clear, I don't live here.
Discover the biggest savings of the year on some of America's favorite vehicles during the Drive and Discover event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Get Four-Wheeler Magazine's 4x4 of the decade, a new Jeep Wrangler as low as $25,999, or drive away in a new Jeep Cherokee for just $19,999. Get a new 2016 Jeep Patriot for just $14,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
We have an update now on that Sarasota County Sheriff's Office SWAT standoff with an armed man at a home on Silk Oak Drive in Sarasota. ABC 7's Ray Collins joins again live from the scene with an update. Ray?
Yes, Scott, we have now confirmed, indeed, there has been a change here. The SWAT team has gone into the house and the man was dead. No word confirmed yet if he took his own life. That what it appears, waiting to confirm that still. So again, a standoff that began at 11:30 a.m. when the deputies came here to serve an arrest warrant for a drug infraction. The man had said he did not want to go back to jail. He's got a significant arrest record involving drugs. Again, he held police at bay, deputies at bay. SWAT team was called in, and minutes ago they went in the house. And apparently he was dead. He was dead. That is confirmed. No word yet how he died. More on that tonight at 11. Scott, back to you in the studio.
All right, Ray Collins live for us tonight with an update. The 8.7 acres of land across from Sarasota's Payne Park has been a topic of development controversy for years, but now a new proposal may have the community rallying behind it. ABC 7's Bobeth Yates joins us with more on the story. Bobeth?
Well, after years of back and forth, a new housing project is on the horizon. And as we speak, Alta Vista neighborhood residents are attending a public hearing to get the details.
We're looking at building 3- and 4-story townhomes.
Martin Frame is talking about Payne Park Village, the proposed community for 8.7 acres off School Avenue, just south of Ringling Boulevard.
The plan contemplates 135 units. They'll consist of townhomes, small single-family cottages that are detached from each other, and also some duplex villa type of projects where it'll be 2-unit buildings.
In addition, the project will include a community center with amenities like a pool and cabanas. Those who live and work close by say Payne Park Village will be a complete change from the now empty lots.
I think it'd be great. You know, new homes bring business into the hardware store, bring people more people into the community.
Tom Gillis works at Ace Hardware, around the corner from the proposed site. He says the lack of people is especially noticed on the weekends. Some residents are also looking forward to the plan coming to fruition.
I think it's a pretty good idea. I think it's definitely better than Walmart.
Development proposals haven't been met with such positive responses in the past. Residents were adamantly against building a Walmart near the current site. There was also opposition to Payne Park Village's previous site plan, which included more than 230 homes.
It used to be a denser project with condominiums and retail and office space. So we're going to be lowering the density down and doing a project that's probably a little bit more appropriate for the site.
And while the current plan is moving forward, Frame says they're still in the early stages and welcome input from both the community and city officials.
At the end of the day, we'll take all this information together and revise the plan.
Now, Alta Vista Neighborhood Association spent several years fighting the previous plan. We reached out to them about the current proposal, but they refused to speak about this project. Back to you.
All right, Bobeth, thank you so much. We'll be right back with your forecast. We'll get back out live to Bob Harrigan at the Sarasota Yacht Club. Stay with us.
At ABC 7, our entire weathercast is dedicated to the Suncoast, and now we bring it to you like never before with the all-new official Suncoast forecast.
Beach and boating forecast. The winds will be out of the northwest at 10 knots.
Now, with the most advanced graphics and technology, we bring you weather where you live, pinpointing right down to your neighborhood. Zooming into the Sarasota Bayfront.
The all-new official Suncoast forecast, only on ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hurricane season is here, so when severe weather threatens, count on the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7.
We're armed with the most advanced weather technology.
And focus on the Suncoast.
The official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7. We're here for you.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
This Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix Minute is brought to you by Sarasota Ford.
Powerboat P1 Marine Foundation, and Suncoast Charities for Children invite you to Share the Beach. In an effort to protect local wildlife during Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix Festival, beachgoers should wait until sunrise to set up on the beach race weekend due to turtle nesting. And if you see a manatee, give them the right of way and don't touch them. Together, we can all enjoy the races and share the beach.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, because Sarasota Ford guarantees you our lowest price on every new Ford every day. Save on America's best-selling truck, 39 years running, the Ford F-150. Fusions, Escapes, over 800 vehicles on site or online, all on sale. Buy with 0% for 60 months. And now, get up to 2,000 trade assistance. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
The Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix will happen this weekend with racing off of Lido Key. But tonight it's the kickoff party, and Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan joins us live from there. And Bob, what a beautiful setting behind there for a party tonight. Bob?
Yeah, it's a great evening tonight. Here's a kickoff party going on here. They're expecting 400 people here tonight, and all the proceeds benefiting Suncoast Charities for Children. And joining us now live, who's a big part of this event each and every year, Colonel John Saputo, who owns the Gold Coast Distributorship here in town, and many other things as well. John, what a great event, and you're always a big part of this.
Well, Bob, this is our 21st year involved with this, and it is the biggest special event that we're part of all year, and it's the biggest social event that's in Sarasota at this particular point. These boats, I mean, what's better than, sunshine and big power boats and engines and motors and drinking beer on a hot summer day.
And helping out a great cause, too, the Suncoast Charities for Children. And they have the big fishing tournament tomorrow morning, too. A lot of the captains donating their time as well.
Yeah, those captains are great. They come out there and they work with the kids, and you see those smiles all over the place, and it's great. We got a big party planned downtown, and that's always a big hit. The block party with 30 boats going to be down there for the people to wander around, take pictures, and have a great time. And, this holiday period, for every can and bottle of Budweiser sold, Budweiser's donating 1 cent to the Folds of Honor for our wounded warriors.
Right.
And it's a big weekend for us. This is the biggest beer weekend of the entire year. Our company here in Sarasota and Manatee in Sarasota County will sell 157,000 cases of beer this week.
That's a lot of beer.
So God bless my beer drinker.
I need a Stella here pretty soon.
It's
getting warm. Colonel, thank you very much for your time.
Sir.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
And thank you for all the help that you've done for this for 21 years. I hear he's also your turnboat, too, at times, aren't you?
Yeah, we are the turnboat. The company yacht is a Golden Eagle 3, and we've got that as the turnboat. We score that everybody while we're doing it.
All right, Colonel, I appreciate it. Got to get a little weather in. It's not too bad out there. Anyway, we're looking at generally partly cloudy skies right now. It looks great for this evening's event, and it looks like we will see just a slight risk for an isolated shower later on this evening, but not much. I mean, if we see anything at all, it'll be widely scattered. Most of the activity well inland. We did have some big storms earlier. Up to 3 inches fell in between Northport and Venice just around 2 o'clock this afternoon. You can see that bullseye right there near I-75, 3.3 inches of rain. Had a little bit of Lakewood Ranch, and you can see near Warm Mineral Springs about 2 inches, just north of US 41. A little bit of dry air in place has kind of limited the storms around town, so we won't see that many tomorrow, but as we approach the weekend, I think a better chance for showers and storms. The heat index now at 95. That's what it feels like. If you factor in the humidity, it's starting to cool down. Just an hour and a half ago it was at 99, so we've cooled a few degrees. Today, no rainfall reported at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport. However, as I mentioned, a lot of rain down to our south into parts of South Sarasota County. Temperatures around the area, 90 in Arcadia, it's 84 in Cortez, 88 in Sarasota now, 89 in Northport. And the forecast model shows some isolated showers trying to pop up back near the coast later on tonight, but not much of a chance of that happening tomorrow. There may be a few late morning, early afternoon showers near the coast, but if we see anything at all, it will be inland pushing off toward the east coast, and similar conditions expected on Thursday and into Friday. A little bit better chance to see some rain, though, I think, specifically inland areas on into the weekend. Well, in the tropics, all is quiet, and that's the way we like it for all the festivities that are going on with the racing taking place over the weekend. It should be okay for that. No problems in the tropics, and it looks like it's going to stay that way. Here's a look at the boating forecast. Seas running 2 feet or less with a light chop, and winds out of the southwest turning to the west at around 5 knots to 10 knots. Water temperature a steamy 87 degrees, and as far as the tides go upcoming, high tide will be at 8:17, and a low tide will be at again, 2:35. Well, the 7-day forecast shapes up to be pretty nice right through the next 7 days. We'll see the typical scattered showers and storms, but the timing of them will be a little bit different. Back to you.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up, we'll introduce you to a superhero.
Shop GoWildHonda.com. Lease the new Civic for $169. A well-equipped Civic, just $169. Now at GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda, Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7.
We need to take that frustration, the fear, the anxiety, and yes, the anger. And after we have vented it, we need to work together.
As Clinton works to unite the Democratic Party, we find out how her campaign is rallying voters here on the Suncoast. I'm Alan Cohn. We'll have that story plus our roundtable discussion.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. At ABC 7, it's all about being here for you. Introducing ABC 7 News at 7 with award-winning investigative journalist Alan Cohn. In-depth reporting and debate on important issues and stories in our community. With a featured topic of the day and a live roundtable discussion with community leaders and newsmakers. Plus a quick recap of the day's top stories and weather. ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights. Now more than ever, we're here for you, Suncoast.
The ability to go to college on a Bright Future Scholarship gave me personally the flexibility to chase a dream. To not have to worry about paying for your college education was absolutely amazing. One step better than that was to leave with no loans. I mean, to start a life, to start a job, to start without having a debt was amazing, and it allowed me to get to where I'm at today.
We've been slow smoking over oak for more than 45 years. And while sticking to tried and true traditions is kind of our thing, it doesn't hurt to throw something new in the smoker every now and then. Come get some slow smoked chicken wings at Sonny's Barbecue. Order them as an appetizer or as part of a combo with pork, baby back ribs, or both, starting at $10.99. Sonny's Barbecue, local pitmasters since '68.
Shop GoWildHonda.com. Lease the new Accord for $189. Just $189 or 0.9% APR. Now at GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda, Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
Some superheroes don't wear capes and fly through the air. Some walk among us every day, making our community a better place. ABC 7's Linda Carson joins us now with this week's Amazing Suncoast Woman. Linda?
For 4 years, Veronica Brandon Miller was the mascot at Boston U, wearing the outfit of a huge terrier and playing the role. She proved then, whatever life dishes out, she can handle it with pizzazz. Born in Philadelphia, from birth, Veronica Brandon Miller faced a major challenge.
When I was born, I wasn't breathing, and the whole family, including the doctors, thought that I would have a learning disability.
So ever since, she struggled to prove herself.
Excellent. In high school, I managed to try and win every possible award I could, just to constantly break down these barriers.
She was the first in her family to go to college.
I got a full college scholarship to go to Boston University.
Next, she needed money for grad school, so she entered and won the Miss Bucks County pageant, leading up to the Miss America pageant.
Every little time you get one of those little badges from the local towns, you get scholarship money. And I was first runner-up for Miss Pennsylvania.
The scholarship money she won paid for her MBA. Her first job was in development with the American Lung Association. Then she spent 15 years with the National Safety Council.
I then went to work for the Smithsonian and worked on the capital campaign for the American Indian Museum.
And then came 911, and it hit her hard.
I wanted to help people, and it just so happened the headhunter found me and asked me to come over to the Navy League of the United States, and I absolutely jumped at it. And I'm glad I did, because that's how I met my husband.
But soon the cold weather and the long commute drove them to Sarasota. She was with the Sarasota Boys and Girls Club, established the Women's Leadership Council, and was the executive director of Shelter Box USA. Then 6 years ago, she was hired by Goodwill Manasota to create their foundation and handle the marketing.
My life has become full circle, because starting off in life, being treated that I had a disability, and now that is my job. I help raise money for an organization that deals with people that have a disability.
And her life lesson?
You always have opportunities, and opportunities to grow, to prove people wrong, to do good.
And her husband is now the president of the Florida Goodwill Association. So both of them have dedicated their lives to helping others.
They sure have. They're doing a great job at that, too.
Nice couple to have here.
Yeah. All right. Great story. Thank you, Linda. Thank you for joining us. World News Tonight is next.